But gonna get into it. Oh wait, welcome to working hour.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Shane.
And this is the working hour with Mike and Shane.
Are you ready? Yeah?
Yes.
What? Alright, you're taking point though.
Alright.
Yeah.
So this week,
this is your album.
It is. This is Fleetwood Macs, Rumours. It was released in 1977. A little fun little story for me. I bought this, I had the vinyl. I have an original vinyl from like the 70s. And I bought it at half price books. Did I ever tell you this story?
No.
And the dude behind the counter was like, older guy, but like 15 years older than me at the time, roughly.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was like, I've never listened to this before. And he's like,
Oh,
you're really gonna like it. So like I went home and actually after it on, and it was pretty good. I listened to it. It was around the time I had the oxygen garden in the barn.
Okay.
And I would just like, when I would be like tending to the garden and everything, I would go put that on the record player and I would play it. So it was like a big thing for like weeks.
Yeah.
It's still good, but I was like,
Did you burn yourself out on it?
what do you mean?
Did you burn yourself
Maybe
out?
then, but like it's still good, but like I kind of, it's been enough time where I hadn't listened to it religiously like I used to.
Yeah.
And I was like, alright, I forgot some and then I was like listening to Christine McVie last night, just out in the garage.
So, yeah. Goes by fast.
But anyways, get off my silly track. But yeah, I love the album. I don't really where I was going with that tangent other than I just remember buying it at half price books. And having fun with the story. So Fleetwood Mac is made up of Lindsey Buckingham. He does vocals, guitar, percussion. We got Stevie Nicks on the vocal. It doesn't say anything about it, but I'm pretty sure she was hitting a tambourine at some point.
Okay.
You would like to think, right?
Yeah.
Christine McVie on vocals, keyboard, synthesizer, and a vibraphone on Dreams.
What the fuck is a vibraphone?
I don't know. And then we have John McVie on bass, and Mick Fleetwood drums, percussion, and electric harpsichord on the vocal instrument. So I'm assuming these are just the ones that make the weird, not weird, but the neat noises.
Yeah.
So Rumours is the 11th studio album by the British American rock band Fleetwood Mac.
I said, fuck, when I saw that.
What's that?
It's their 11th
Yeah,
album.
well,
They came out in
they
77.
were around for a long time.
Yeah.
There was like a lot of members.
Well, yeah, so
Years.
I'm assuming there were like plenty of like lineups beforehand before like the real like one that we've come to know came to be. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like Pink Floyd. Like they started out with Sid Barrett, and then they just new lead singer kind of way.
Yeah.
New guitar player.
Do you know like what the last like album with this lineup was?
I don't off the top of my head. Maybe I would say Tango in the Night, but it's probably not Tango in the Night because I think that was in the 80s.
Okay.
But I had that on vinyl too. I was going through my vinyls the other night. I should have found this, but it doesn't matter because my was jacked up. So yeah, this was released on February 4th, 1977 by Warner Brothers Records. Do you have anything? I have a little bit more, but I just got a little ad on my thing, so.
Yeah, no, I don't really have too much, just, fucking February the 4th, 1977, 11th studio album. Not really, I don't have this listed here, but like, yeah, this whole album is just like about like love affairs and like love triangles and shit like that. It's like, because I mean a lot of it, like the first like 3 songs is like Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks, like it seems like they're just like trying to get like the last word in on each other.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then he's alright, Stevie, you're having a song way later, alright? I'm just saying what I'm gonna say. So.
You're the last one, alright?
Alright, that's
I'm allowed to stab you one more time.
Yeah, and then, so I mean it was a lot about like the two of them like breaking up. That's a theme of a lot of the songs on this.
For sure.
And then even Christine McVie and John McVie, like, they separated, and a good handful of her songs are about, like, them, like, kind of navigating life after that. So, and I know that, Mick Fleetwood kind of got with Stevie, like, around the same time, and I kind of, went down this rabbit hole of, like, okay, let me look this up. Alright, Christine McVie, did you get with Lindsey Buckingham? I'm like, okay. Christine McVie.
It's like hello.
Did you get with John McVie? Of course you did. You were married.
Yeah, you have the same last name. When I was younger, I thought they were like brother and sister.
Oh, okay.
I never really like knew what they looked like, and I was just a kid. I mean, I was like
Right.
in my early teens. I didn't know.
Yeah. And I was like, Mick Fleetwood? And it's like, no, she was basically like, Christine pretty much was like only with like John in the band. And it was funny, like being like, okay, so Mick Fleetwood was with Stevie, Lindsey Buckingham was with Stevie. I was like, did John McVie ever, he was probably like, what could I get by? And like, she's like, no, I'm really good friends with Christine. He's like, alright, well.
Like if I watch.
Yeah, so you, I mean, that's really all I got.
It had 4 singles: "Go Your Own Way," "Dreams," and "Don't Stop," and "You Make Loving Fun."
Which is crazy, because there's like a bunch of other songs in here that are like,
really good.
yeah.
It did win Album of the Year at the 1978 Grammy Awards, which is crazy because would that make sense though? Because it came out in '77.
It probably came out early '77, and the awards were probably like at the start of like '78.
Okay.
If I had to guess.
Yeah, that would make sense. It was in Rumours. The album was inducted to the Grammy Hall of Fame in 2003. The album was, this is kind of a neat little thing. The album was selected for preservation in the National Recording Registry in 2017 by the Library of Congress for being, quote, culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant. Like you were saying the other day. Yeah, you literally said that, and I was like, I like this little bit.
Yeah.
In 2020, Rumours was ranked 7th in the Rolling Stones list of 500 greatest albums of all time. So that's pretty good. So
Okay.
that'd be an interesting list. That would be to look off of. So,
Even though like there's like they have made some lists where it's like, wait, what?
yeah, some are.
Yeah,
But
but
it's like still really Rolling Stone. But I mean, I could see 7th for me. But that's the thing. Like, it wouldn't be my 7th. Probably.
Yeah.
But for the Rolling Stones.
yeah, sure, go for it. Can't earn that. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, if you don't have anything to get into, you want me to take the wheel on track 1.
Yeah, start off.
All right, so track 1, we got secondhand news at 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Sometimes may vary. I'm sure we'll be off again.
They always do.
So it's kind of like a neat little intro. I like the strumming kind of coming in. That's different. Like I don't really know another song that starts out with that. I'm not a huge fan of Lindsay's vocals in this because it's just not like 100% my sound. But it is like a catchy song. Like even though I'm not crazy about it,
Yeah.
it's still gets me behind it. Sets the album off on a good note. The lyrical line, "One thing you should know, I ain't gonna miss you when you go." I thought that was pretty clever. Been down so long, I've been tossed around enough. And it's a nice song, a little relationship song, kind of more from a dude's perspective for sure, which I kind of like. I give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, so, and this is like one thing that I've never had to do this before. I just did it on this album because I will say this, like, just being like pretty upfront, I was not initiated to the band. Like, I mean a handful of singles, yeah. But I like really thought this shit was a lot more like Stevie Nicks oriented. Because she's really like one of the only names I really hear like mentioned whenever it comes to like Fleetwood Mac. So I really thought like she was gonna be more, you know, like more of a focus.
Stevie Nicks with Fleetwood Mac is
Right.
what you're thinking, yeah. No,
Yeah.
That's a fair assumption. I feel like a lot of people probably is...
And people that don't know.
Yeah,
no.
yeah, but you have to be able to admit it.
Yeah. But, so like, one thing I've done for a lot of these songs is I put like Lindsey Buckingham doing vocals. You know, I pretty much do that for like every song because you don't know what you're gonna get. It's kind of a grab bag. Might be him, might be Chris McVie, might be Christy McVie with him, might be him with Steve,
all three
might
of
be,
them.
like, yeah. So, but Lindsey Buckingham vocals. When times go bad, when times get tough, won't you lay me down in the tall grass and let me do my stuff?
Let me do my stuff.
Do it! Oh my god, our cracks me.
Well, he's got some, some of his, I'm like, this is,
A little
I
singing.
couldn't karaoke this.
No.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. Fucking, so Lindsay, I'm like, did Lindsay fucking break up with Stevie? Did she break up with him? I don't fucking know. Pretty simple strumming. Turns into like full on, like pretty simple guitar and simple drumming. And like it's weird that this like band originated in London, England, because like I don't know, songs like this really have like a almost like a southern.
Yeah, it sounds very American, almost like a bluegrassy.
Yeah.
This picking, especially.
Yeah, absolutely. It does feel like very like southern with like some of this delivery.
I can see that.
Even though it's like recorded out in like LA.
But this song, the guitar picking on this song is different than all the other songs. Would
Yeah,
you say?
it is.
Because it's more like electric, where this is more that blues. I don't want to say bluesy, but like bluegrass,
Yeah.
southern. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
What you were saying.
No, I also give it a 7 out of 10. It's not a bad song, but it's far from the best
It's
song.
not. It's my least favorite Lindsey Buckingham vocal song on the album.
Okay. So, on to Dreams, track number 2, 4 minutes 17 seconds. Secondhand News and Dreams are about the same breakup, just different perspectives. Which I mean, granted, like a handful of like their songs are, but like I don't know, these two being so like back to back. You know what I mean? But yeah, Stevie on vocals. It's very like spacey and atmospheric. She's so fucking gypsy, I can't help it. She gypsy. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Probably the most well-known Fleetwood Mac song, which I mean, yeah, because it was like the top play on Spotify.
Yeah, I would say Dreams, definitely.
Wasn't this that song that was in that video of the horse, like?
Yeah, dancing. And
Yeah.
I've seen so many things laid over that. And it's just like. And then it was also the dude. He wasn't longboarding. Was he skateboarding down the hill during the? Was that Dreams?
Oh, I didn't know there was music to it. I thought it was him just like recording, just like himself.
Maybe I just seen it laid over with that.
But oh fuck, it's like you can't trust the internet for shit.
No, you can't.
I give it a 10 out of 10. I mean, it's their most fucking played song on there. It earns that. And Stevie,
I am one of the people.
Stevie, yeah, she brought it. It's great. Yeah, I don't really. I feel like on one of these I don't really have much like instrument wise, but I mean it's good. Some of it's kind of simple.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy, but like I don't know. I find the band like a little bit more like fascinating than I do some of their music. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. So my favorite part of the whole song is just right at like 4 seconds where Stevie goes,
Okay.
That's my
Okay. That does it for you?
It does. That's my favorite part of the whole song. Just that one part. And that's just, which is really saying something because it's a terrific song. It shows Stevie's vocals out of the gate. Now I'm not sure how long because she and Lindsay came into the band later.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if she was on like the previous album, I really don't know. But it really kind of like, for track 2, and if I was listening to this album the day it came out, and I got it, and I was like, track 2, like, could you imagine just being there for that? It's such a good song.
Who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chorus and the harmony of the chorus, all three of them kind of together, I think makes it like top tier track. It's definitely, I mean, if someone didn't know Fleetwood Mac Dreams, it would probably be that. There's a couple others.
It'd be like better than Shane, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
At least, especially off this album, 100%.
Yeah.
I gave it a 9.5 out of 10.
Okay. Respect.
Track number 3, we got Never Going Back Again, 2 minutes and 14 seconds. At this point, you can clearly kind of see it's like Lindsay and Stevie love battle. Been down one time, been down 2 times, I'm never going back again. And it's kind of funny because it's track 3 and it's like, been down once, been down twice. Not that I even know if that even makes a thing, but you gotta tell, like, yeah, he's like, I ain't doing this again, I ain't doing this no more.
He's like, I'm with Christine on the song, right?
But wait till a couple more songs and we'll talk about it again. I think the guitar picking, like by Buckingham, is really good on this. I think Secondhand News was a little bit more it just sounded quicker, but I thought this was still pretty good. I only gave this track a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
I'm just not a huge Lindsey Buckingham vocal guy. I did think this was pretty good, better than Secondhand. change, but still.
Okay. Yeah, I got Buckingham vocals. Let's see. Paying respect to Stevie. I reminded a lot of people some stuff. She broke me down, let me in, made me see where I'd been. Very simple, like instrument and vocal wise. It does like stick with the album's theme, like quite a bit. Oh no, don't stop that song. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, there's not really too much to it. I also am not too crazy about like once you Buckingham is built.
Some of the stuff is really good. Like there's a couple songs I'm going blank on right now, but that I'm like, all right.
I feel like he like does better whenever he has something to bounce off of. Whenever he is just given like
When his mic's turned down a little bit.
when he has like
No, I hear it now. Like there's a video of him playing the intro to The Chain, and then he starts to sing, and I'm like, whoa. But it's also like gotta be in the
Always up.
70s now, yeah. But still, I'm like, yeah, your vocals never really did it for me.
But I do like that it's like I said about him, kind of like paying some respect to Stevie. Like it doesn't like feel like
Yeah, he's not just totally dragging her
exactly.
through mud.
It's like good because like that's one thing is whenever it gets to more of like Christine McVie's songs, they're because I mean they're also breakup songs and like her separating from John. But hers like seem like she's like probably like the most stable of the bunch, where she's like, hey, look, it fucking is what it
Stevie's
is.
doing a lot of coke, and I'm sure Lindsay was too.
Yeah, and she's like pretty much like, hey, this is where we're at. Like, let's move forward. Love you, but like let's move forward. And it like seems like no hard
Let's keep this money rolling in, right?
Yeah, but we got one good thing
We
going
got a
here.
good gig going.
Like we turned up the
Lindsay and Stevie don't fucking have.
Yeah, so it's like then fucking what's his name? Big Fleetwood's getting involved. It's like what the fuck do we
He's got a
do?
huge schlong.
Yeah, so
Just looking at him.
I gave it a 6.5. I didn't like this as much as Second Hand News, but that's just me. Track number 4, Don't Stop. I got it at 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Buckingham with Christine doing vocals, written by Christine post separation from her husband and bandmate John McVie. Has like some piano, drums in the intro. Then a little bit of guitar like going throughout the song. Why not think about times to come and not about things that you've done? If your life was bad to you, just think what tomorrow will do. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Just don't fucking dwell on the bad shit. Like, think about the good stuff. Think about what, like, how things can be better tomorrow. It's a very, like, upbeat song, just about being positive through tough times and change. I put it handled with much grace. I gave it an 8.8 out of 10.
Okay. So this song is definitely written about optimism. This is Stevie and Buckingham. They kind of wrote it together. Apparently they have personal sensibilities. I think it's kind of a nice little break in the album right here, just because it's not really I mean, it is a love song, but it's like just a different perspective, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, different, out of the bubble.
Almost like a After the Magic kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good way to put it. It's really her first song, Christine McVie's song, on the album. I think it's got more of a pop sound to it.
Yeah.
There's a live album cut of this. It's on the later end of the album. But this is a very kind of like drummy kind of song, and they performed it with like the USC marching band, and it's fucking with like the horns and stuff going. Yeah, it's crazy, and the percussion and everything. I give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's pretty good, but I prefer the live version of it so much more than I do the studio version. I like they just get a little more rowdy.
Okay. I hear you.
What track is this? Number 5? Is that what we're on?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't number. So number 5, we got Go Your Own Way, coming in at 3 minutes and 43 seconds. This is probably my favorite of the Lindsay and Stevie songs. So I just seen something recently about Stevie was really mad about the line, shacking up, packing up is all you want to do. Apparently she's like, yeah, I never slept around.
Respect. Alright.
And she was supposed to sing that, I guess, but she like refused to sing it.
She's like, I'm not.
She's like,
You don't want to put me around that shit.
And it was just crazy that it just popped up. This does have all 3 of them, kind of in harmony, Buckingham, Mix, and McVie. I thought the solo at the end of the song was pretty good. It's not like super crazy or like electric or anything, but I feel like it kind of just matches the overall vibe of the song. Like it didn't. If it would have been like a Stairway to Heaven solo, it would have been like, what is this?
Yeah, we get
What is
this.
this?
Yeah.
I think it kind of gets into like a crazy jam session towards the end. Like it really shows the band's like rock and roll ambitions or capabilities, if you want to call it.
Yeah.
And that's right around the 3-minute mark is where it really picks up the energy. I gave it a 9.5 out of 10.
Okay. Let's see. So I forgot this was Fleetwood Mac. Kind of like primarily Buckingham. I guess you would call him like the lead singer on it, even though like the three like are all kind of involved. But you can go your own way. You can call it Another Lonely Day. It's about Stevie. I put bruh, get over it, LOL. Even though like that's kind of like there is a theme here.
Yeah.
There's a thing. So, but yeah, a really like solid guitar riff from like 2 minutes and 38 seconds to like 3:23. Personally, I gave it like an 8 out of 10. But as far as relevance goes, it's probably another 10 out of 10, honestly. So I guess if you like divvy that up between the two, that's a 9. So fits with the album. It's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
So track number 6, Songbird, 3 minutes 20 seconds. Pristine vocals, little like piano and guitar to open. A song widely believed to be about her ex-husband. She said in 2017. It's not necessarily about him, it relates to everyone. So. And I wish you all the love in the world, but most of all, I wish it for myself. And Songbird keeps singing. Fuck, I wrote that way too small. Keep singing like they. Okay, and Songbirds keep singing like they know the score. Shit, did I not? Or I didn't give this a rating. Okay.
Oh.
I know. That's because I was like, but it's fucking small. But I know the song off the top of my head. I'd say probably like an 8. Yeah, dip down. Dip down, creature.
Goodness.
There you go. Yeah, but I know the song. I listened to it I probably listened to this album like 4 times in the past week, and I'd give it like an 8. So it is like a really nice like way to like give her the stage and have this be like an introduction to her like first song on the album. So
yeah, her first like lead role.
Right.
Because this is her pretty much her on piano.
Yeah, and I really like the songs that does that.
Yeah, for sure.
And later on.
So I like to point out that this ends the side 1 of the vinyl, which I think is a nice way because it's like nice and quiet on the way out.
Get low.
I didn't think it was like a huge standout on the album, especially like as far as Christine's songs, but it's definitely like a nice, solid ass song.
Yeah, it's by no means my favorite like song where she's the lead, but it's good.
I like giving it a 7.5 out of 10. So
okay.
Just because I'm like, it's kind of like Oh Daddy versus Songbird. Oh Daddy all day long.
Yeah, for sure.
Same vibe. I feel like similar vibe enough.
Oh yeah, no, totally. Because it's like primarily her, but like very subdued.
Mm-hmm. All right, so track number 7, we got The Chain, boy.
What?
At 4 minutes and 29 seconds. So I really like the intro to the song, the kick drum, and Lindsay's guitar work on the intro sounds great. And then you get all 3 of them in harmony again. It's a flawless track. There's a bass solo around the 3-minute mark. So this song to me is probably the best song on the album, just based on the music and the vocals. Everybody you can see everybody and what they do like on this track.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the bass solo, you got Lindsay's guitar work, you got the kick drum, kind of setting, the intro.
Yeah.
And then you've got all 3 of them singing in harmony. Probably, I would assume, like sometimes all 5 of them. Probably maybe not on the album, but regardless, I gave it a 10 out of 10.
Okay. Like you said, I like that in the song in particular, you can feel like every single piece of the machine is working. when there's other tracks where it's like, well, no, there's always a piece that's missing.
Yeah. Or
Damn,
pieces, maybe.
Yeah. Like, it might just be like one person.
Because I think Songbird, like, I don't think there's any other
No,
instruments. It's just keyboard and her.
Yeah, just her just fucking doing her thing. But yeah, I like, it's like they come together like a fucking storm. It's another bona fide classic. I put Southern rock as fuck, and it's not like, I feel like that doesn't really do it justice, because it's kind of Southern, but it does have like, I don't know, that weird like, ethereal, like, I don't even know really how to describe it, really. Kind of
It's
spacey.
definitely more rock and roll
Yeah.
for them.
Kind of like, but it has like that kind of like spacey, like, well, I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I'm getting lost, but anyway.
The chain has been broken.
I put Southern rock as fuck with that acoustic in the beginning and the drums. That's what I put. Maybe not like the album or the song as a whole, but listen to the wind blow, watch the sun rise. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying, we will never break the chain. I put it's timeless. Buckingham, Nix, McVie, all singing in unison. It comes together fantastically. It's a 10 out of 10, of course. How can it not be?
Mm-hmm.
Naturally. Track number, what is this? 8. Yes. You Make Loving Fun, 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Probably my favorite Fleetwood Mac song, which is funny because, like I said, I kind of like always kind of imagined Stevie Nicks was like the head honcho. No, Christine McVie like fucking brings it.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite song of theirs. With like she has such like a soft melodic like voice. There's like a funky like almost groove energy to the music. I never did believe in a maze of magic. I'm thinking it's hard to try. Yeah, it's great. I never did believe in miracles, but I have a feeling it's time to try. I just absolutely love her voice. It's another 10 out of 10 for me. Like, really gives her the fucking spotlight, and she did not fail to deliver. So, yeah.
I think it's another great track. It's up there on Christine's top vocal performances. I like her and Lindsay though, like the combination of them together. Like his guitar work on this song's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's kind of playing like some power chords, like something that you would anticipate you'd hear a lot louder.
Yeah.
It's kind of just in the background, kind of letting Christine's vocals just kind of shine through with her piano work and everything. It's great, and it's another track that like the studio album, I just prefer the live version so much more because there's like more percussion behind it, I guess, so it's a little more bouncy. I gave it a 9 out of 10. It's another great song. Probably top 5 on the album for me.
Okay.
I'd say, but yeah, I give it a good score.
There's a lot of songs of theirs that I've heard that I'm like, fuck, this is Fleetwood Mac. And like I said before, it's just because I
Not really. Yeah.
didn't really know what I was gonna get, but I'm like, oh fuck, that's them.
Well, I mean, I didn't buy I didn't listen to this album until 2016, 2017. So I mean,
Got you.
not quite 10 years ago, but close enough. Track number 9. I Don't Want to Know at 3 minutes and 17 seconds. I don't have anything huge against this song. I don't really have a lot for it. I like the energy between Stevie and Lindsay on this a lot better. It's not so it's more like a happier song, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
I don't want to stand between you and love, honey. I just want you to feel fine.
Fuck. Yeah, that's what I put.
It's a good line.
No, it is.
I mean, I don't have a whole lot to add about it. It's a good track. It's not something I would show to someone if they were going to listen to one track off this. I gave it an 8 out of 10, though. It's still a solid song.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 8 out of 10 for my
Okay. I put Nix and Buckingham. Replaced Silver Springs due to runtime. What is that? Is that
So Silver Springs was going to be on this album, but it wasn't because it was such a long song. But there is a re-release, or
where it's included?
It's on there, and they have some early takes of like dreams and stuff, and it's like raw. You can actually hear like Stevie talking back in the mic and stuff. It's pretty good. It's worth a listen if you're a big Fleetwood Mac fan.
Okay. Another song about their breakup. It did put, I don't want to stand between you and love, honey. I just want you to feel fine. Was that Stevie or was that Buckingham that said
I
that?
think they both sing it.
Okay.
But I think it was a Buckingham song.
Okay. I think it would be I'm just being funny here. I like, when you fucking rattled that off, I was like, oh yeah, Buckingham said that to Stevie, and then like, he's fucking like, Mick Fleetwood walk in and say, hey, oh, not him, alright? Not him. Anyway, sorry I'm getting too caught up in the tea. But,
It's good tea.
It is good tea. Yeah, it's a really, it's a good song. Doesn't really do too much for me, really.
Yeah, I was in the same boat.
Like, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't really go anywhere too crazy. Give it like a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh Daddy, song number 10, Christine on vocals. It's very, very reserved, like musically. Gives Christine like plenty time to like shine on it. You're letting me know you're the best thing in my life, and I can't walk away from you, baby, if I tried. It's like, I don't know, the whole like vibe of it is like, it's kind of like almost haunting, kind of. There's really great like instrumentation from like 144 to 217, and there's like this little like rattle like sound. I give it a 8.2 out of 10.
Okay. So I didn't know this, but I read this just a couple nights ago when I was writing this up. So this song is like loosely written about. This is also the last McVie song on the album, which I mean it's second to last track. So this was written about Fleetwood Mac or Mick Fleetwood, I'm sorry, and his wife Jenny Boyd, who just got back together like the time that she started writing this. Apparently, the band's nickname for Mick Fleetwood was the Big Daddy.
That makes sense because he was like the founder of the band.
Yeah.
One of the two founders, right?
So she said the writing is like kind of sarcastic, but it focuses on the drummer's direction for Fleetwood Mac, which was like always kind of the right thing to do. Like he kind of, but like you said, he was kind of the founder of the band.
Yeah.
I think it's another great Christine song. It's solid. It's kind of sad. I always kind of thought it was like kind of sad, and like you said,
yeah, those come off like pretty
it's just
sad.
it's just kind of like, oh man, it's rough. But I think it's a deep track for sure. Like Still Waters Run Deep. I give it a 9 out of 10, just because it's a solo Christine. Now maybe on the album, I guess I should kind of retract that. I'll go like an 8.5, just because I think out of all her songs, I think this is the best one, as far as like the individual with the keyboard. Not saying like You Make Love and Fun is probably her best song on the album for me personally. This one's solid.
So on to Gold Dust Woman.
Track number 11, sir.
That's you.
4 minutes, 55 seconds. For the longest time, I thought this was a Stevie solo song. Like I thought this was such good solo work, just because I can't really see it fitting on this album. I was at Kroger once and I had my Fleetwood Mac Rumours shirt on, and the guy bagging my groceries asked me, he was like, "What's your favorite song?" And I was like, "Probably The Chain," and he was like, "Gold Dust Woman, man." And then he just kind of started like singing it. Like,
oh shit!
Not singing it,
yeah,
humming it. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah. You're just gonna be like, what is? He's like, you gotta name 5 songs by him right now.
And I went
fucking
blank in the moment. I'm like, I'm never wearing this shirt. It's like I'm never going back again.
Yeah, fuck that guy. All right.
So I mean, it's a good song. Stevie's great. Don't get me wrong, but like a lot of her solo songs, I'm just like, meh.
Yeah.
Meh. But this is good. This is probably one of my favorite Stevie songs. I know it's not her solo work, but it's kind of her at the helm. Rock on Gold Dust Woman, Take Your Silver Spoon and Dig Your Grave. I think that's fucking maniacal.
Yeah.
Where at this point in the album, I will say I think Stevie's a better writer than Lindsey Buckingham. I think they're both like as the way they write and attack each other. I think Stevie kind of won the battle.
Yeah.
She's a little more poetical. I give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay. Let's see. So Nick's once again getting like gypsy as shit on this. Sounds like kind of similar to The Chain, like in the intro. I mean, it's definitely different, but like
No, I can
has
see what you're saying.
similar vibe kind of.
Yeah.
Let's see. Heartless Challenge, Pick Your Path, I'll Pray, Rock On, Ancient Woman, Follow Those Who Pale in Your Shadow. Kind of like, let that shit stick to you. Keep going. You got this.
Yeah, she's very clever.
Gassing herself up. Well, Did She Make You Cry, Make You Break Down and Go Home? Which, fucking, that was like, isn't that a callback to like an earlier?
Kind of, yeah.
Like,
Been down once, been down twice.
yeah. Like, well, fucking, come back. Like, well, did she? Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah.
Take your silver spoon there.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, pick up the pieces and go home. Wait, let me see. Oh, no, I totally skipped ahead. She Make You Cry and Break Down and Go Home. Break Down, Shatter Your Illusions of Love. And
Words are hard, friends.
okay, let me take it from the top. Well, did she make you cry, make you break down, and shatter your illusions of love? And is it over now? Do you know how? Pick up the pieces and go home. Got it. Nailed it. First try. Really love the singing in unison. Whenever they got that bass and they go, like that's really fucking good. Then from like 3:03 to like pretty much the end of the song gets very like surreal sounding. And like this is just like a weird like personal note of like kind of like what comes to mind when I hear this song. Feels like seeing someone dance by a fire.
Yeah.
It's kind of the vibe I get. Yeah. So.
It's like a ritual song.
Exactly. Like I could see
like like some belly dancers almost.
I could see like the girls from Yellow Jackets dancing to this.
Yeah.
Just kind of surprised it hasn't happened yet. But there's more seasons to come, so give it time.
You hear that, writers of Yellow Jackets?
Yeah, get more Fleetwood Mac.
Plug us.
Make that happen.
It's on the bottom of an episode.
Send us a check.
I want you to just tattoo on one of the girls' forehead.
Working out with Mike and Shane. There you go. I was gonna say, just give her a unibrow with like working out with Mike and Shane connecting the two brows. That'd be sick.
That's good advertising. People will definitely be looking at that.
I gave it another 10 out of 10. Like I said, this is probably like the most like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, for sure. That's what you said earlier this week. I was like, I can see it.
Yeah.
It's another baller album.
So, closing thoughts?
It's a great album.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like the only thing revisiting after, I mean, I still love it. It still holds a place for its nostalgic reasons, and it's a solid album. I just thought it's too hard for me to go because like my favorite songs on the album are more the rocky up tempo, and then it kind of goes to like the quieter songs, and then it's like Secondhand News is completely different than like the songs I like.
Yeah.
And even like some of Christine's work, and I love her work. Don't get me wrong, but like mixed in with the album, like. It's a weird mixing, but it's a great album put together. Like, I mean, I couldn't see it any other way.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it's a great listen. But I don't know if I would. I'm not as crazy about it as I once was. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
What about you?
You do make a really good point that it's like. It's very consistent with its quality, but musically it's very inconsistent.
Yeah, it changes a lot. But
because
that's almost a good thing. Is it's like it's not like when we did the Red Clay Strays. All their music kind of sounds very similar.
Yeah.
Where they have different singers, kind of.
Yeah. I think like Lindsay kind of like shines a little bit more in the kind of like poppy, like almost rock vibe, and that's kind of like determines like the flow of the song. With Stevie, it's kind of like I always say, like if it's kind of her song, it's a little bit more like gypsy. It just fucking hits. You know what I mean? And then whenever
you can see her solo work in this, you can see where like her solo stuff came from.
Right. And then with Christine, it becomes almost more. I don't want to say like a ballad because I don't feel like that's a.
I know what you're saying though. But that's the word I would use too.
And it becomes a lot more reserved and just kind of gives her.
It's like you would picture her on stage by herself.
Yeah, exactly.
Not with the band.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like it is very all over the place, not in a bad way though. And I do feel like Christine's the best singer of all of them.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, and I feel like
She's
that's
always been my favorite.
That's probably why she, like, a lot of her songs kind of just let her do her thing.
Like, yeah, she doesn't need backing vocals. I used to always, like, mentally, I would always think, like, man, could you imagine you just got Stevie Nicks doing your backup vocals?
Right.
That says something.
But yeah, I mean, the album, it's a fucking timeless classic. It gets better with each listen, which, I mean, I feel like fucking most of the albums that we listen to do.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, and maybe, like, it would eventually get to a point where I get, like, okay, like, I'm overdoing it. But for me, kind of like coming in,
like it
listening fresh. Yeah.
Good to hear. I'm glad.
Absolutely. Some of the 10 out of 10 songs, to me, might not be, like, a 10 out of 10 to me, but it's like, man, it's the fucking, you know, it's such a fucking well-known song.
Bit outside
it's like,
influence.
Cultural relevance, like we had talked about earlier.
Yeah,
it's
like,
like,
Library of Congress.
even if it wasn't for me, it is, you know what I mean? So, a handful of songs I didn't realize were Fleetwood Mac. Really thought they were like a hell of a lot more Stevie oriented, but pleasant surprise. So, and even after like the album wrapped, and it was just playing like just, you know, a shuffle of just their songs.
Oh, Fleetwood Mac. Yeah,
they're
like, solid, man.
I was like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
I got to see him without Lindsey Buckingham, but like, I put Lindsey Buckingham and Roger Waters in like the same category. I think they're kind of arrogant.
Okay.
I watched a documentary when it was like, it was Stevie and Lindsey, and it was kind of going back and forth, and it was like, what did he say? Oh, well. And it was, what did she say? And it was like,
she's like, let me put the story straight,
It was like 10, maybe 15 years ago it was released, so they're like a lot older.
Yeah, that's funny. And I like to think that, like, I don't know. I mean, I didn't watch the documentary, but I would like to think that, like, whenever that was happening, like, they were kind of like jovial and like kind of jokey about it, like, oh, he said that, but like,
I
also,
think there's some bad blood underneath all that.
It's well, okay, like, I don't know. Do you think like the bad blood was?
That's
there
why I didn't
since,
see
like,
Lindsey Buckingham. He was bitching about like not getting enough money for being there.
Okay. Do you think the bad blood like started here, or do you think that like kind of came like later on?
Probably, but I'm sure it didn't get any better.
Okay. No, apparently not. Apparently not. So, but no, it was good. It was good. It was probably, I mean, it's probably like the most like classic fucking album that we have covered thus far. So.
For sure. The most popular classic rock album, for sure. If you want to call it classic rock, I feel like you would hear Fleetwood Mac on a classic rock radio station.
Yeah, totally. Anything else?
No, I think we should take a break for a minute. I need another beer.
For sure,
you
me
do.
too.
Take a pee break, come back into it, and get into movie trivia.
Okay. Before we get done with the music section.
Release. You gonna tell us what the album is next week?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. Next week's album is going to be our most recent album to date that we've covered. It is going to be Big Ideas by Remy Wolf.
I heard a little bit of it last night.
How many songs?
Just two tracks.
Okay.
And I was like, I gotta go inside because it was getting kind of late.
Yeah.
I was being irresponsible last night. I was partying out in the garage.
But Cinderella and Tora?
Yes.
Okay.
But they both made it to the light tracks, and I haven't even looked at the album, so I don't know what the lineup is. I don't know where those are gonna play in.
Okay.
But no, I liked it. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Different.
Yeah. Different in a good way though. I like it. It's very refreshing.
For sure. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we will be right back.
We're back. So, I'm going to crack open the beer real quick, and then I'm going to hand it over to my co-host, Mr. McFarlane here, with some movie trivia for this week. So, what do you got for us, sir?
This week's movie trivia is From Dusk Till Dawn. Released January 19th, 1996. Written by Quentin Tarantino, directed by Robert Rodriguez, starring George Clooney, Quentin Tarantino, Harvey Keitel, and Julia. Julia. I think it's Julie.
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo. Cheech Marin.
It's got a lot of people in it where I was like, oh, wow.
Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
Tom Savini. Really just blanking on Julie's name, but it's the fucking lady that plays Nat in Yellow Jackets. Adult Nat. Yeah.
Child.
Now the child, all right, she like aged gracefully. She looked like a baby now. She got the Benjamin Button disease.
Tom Cruise.
So, but yeah, on a budget of $19 million, had a box office of $25.8 million. The humorous line, "No thanks, I've already had a wife," was actually improvised after the studio included that line in the trailer. Rodriguez, I fucking better not butcher that dude's name, I gotta say it like 8 more times, felt obligated to keep it in the film. So, that stayed. Salma Hayek had a phobia of snakes. Rodriguez conned her into thinking that Madonna was like ready to like nab the part. So.
Oh, because she did that one.
Yeah.
Did she do something with snakes? I'm thinking Britney Spears. Britney Spears did something with snakes.
I gotcha. But he's like, look, Madonna's fucking up for the part, so what you doing?
Ooh.
Salma Hayek.
That's so salty, dude. Like,
what? It is, but she spent 2 months with a therapist to overcome her fear, and proceeded to.
For no reason.
Yeah. It's like, man, you could have just had a a snake. Yeah. It's like, what does it mean when he says yeah? It just means yeah, dude. Yeah. Salma Hayek did not have a dance choreographer due to the snake, because it's like, well, what, you gonna teach the snake how to move for this whole thing? Like, so it's like, okay, let's just, you dance around for a bit, and then like, I mean, she probably could have got a choreographer.
I gotta dance the snake, let me tell you.
I'd like to think that Quentin Tarantino was like, well, I've got some choreography for you. Once you lose that snake, I got some ideas. All right, you gonna put your foot in my mouth, all right? I mean, like,
so I didn't know.
It's like, funny.
Salma Hayek, what else was she in?
She's been in stuff.
Because I didn't recognize her, and I thought the young girl on the RV was Salma Hayek, and I was like, and there was a part in the movie where they like zoom in on her feet, where Tarantino's character, I can't remember his name.
Okay.
I just want to say Matt, but I don't.
It starts with an R.
Roger.
No, I'll tell you.
Roger Rabbit.
I'll tell you when we get to it, but I'm pretty sure it starts with an R.
Ralphie.
But yeah, so yeah, due to the snake, couldn't do any choreography really. He just told her like, just feel the music and dance to it. So, green blood was used to get past the movie censors. If you don't know, well, I won't say, but I mean, it's an old movie, and if you know, you know what the green blood was for. This movie is also like sometimes referred to as the Tale of Three Cheeches, because Cheech Marin from Cheech and Chong has like 3 different roles in it. First starts off playing.
We got dry pussy, we got dog pussy.
We got wet pussy, we got dry pussy, we got sandy
pussy.
We got clean pussy. You can find cheaper pussy somewhere else. Fuck it. Like, whole thing, bro. Yeah.
I showed up to Lindsay the other night.
Nice. Hell yeah.
She had to work this weekend, so like I put it on because we kept talking about watching it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll watch it by myself.
Yeah.
And I found it for free, but I had so many ads, dude.
Oh fuck that.
I should have paid $3.
Right. But yeah, he starts off as the customs agent. Yeah, customs agent comes back as the guy that's like outside, not really a bouncer, but like the hype man, hyping up the place.
Pussy salesman.
And then he shows up at the end as like the connect that they were like trying to meet up with. So whenever he shows up as the customs agent, his badge reads Oscar Marin, which is the name of Cheech's real life father. So, Tarantino was to direct initially, but stepped down so he could focus on his role acting in the movie. Richie. Yeah, his name was Richie.
Yeah, Richie.
The meal that Seth brings back to the hotel, motel. That was a fucking motel. That wasn't a hotel.
Yeah, it wasn't a hotel.
The meal that he brings back to the motel was Big Kahuna Burger. The staple.
Okay, I thought the wrappers looked more like a McDonald's wrapper. McDonald's.
We'll fucking pull it up. We'll pull it up later. But yeah.
What they call a quarter pounder of Prince?
Roll out with cheese.
They don't have mattresses.
It's... So, Tarantino, yeah, he was direct, but stepped down. Oh, damn, I completely skipped over. And, okay, yeah, fuck, I ran out of my stuff. But, there's one more thing I forgot to mention, and that is that fucking Robert Rodriguez actually does cameo in the movie as one of the band members. When I go, fuck you everybody, good night!
Yeah.
He's up there. So. And then upcoming movies this week are, let me see here. May 2nd, Marvel's The Thunderbolts is coming out. So, yeah, make of that what you will. Also, Dust Till Dawn had a video game, and it fucking sucked.
I bet. Do you think Sinners? That's what you just went and saw, right?
That's what we went and saw.
Is it anything like Dust Till Dawn?
Kind of.
Okay, because that's on the Matt Shane, they talked about it, and he contributed. Did you listen to that episode?
No.
Yeah. It's funny as fuck.
Okay.
It's like, give me your spuds. And then you got potatoes in there.
Yeah. I got you.
Irish potato farmers.
No, it was very good. It was really fucking good. Alex has been like fucking losing her mind over it in a good way. She's like, oh my god, you guys have to talk about it on the pod. I'm like, he hasn't seen it.
True, I haven't.
But yeah, no, I mean it was.
Write it down though. I'll watch it at some point.
Fucking great movie.
If I can just once it comes to streaming.
We'll probably get it when it comes out. We can sit down and watch it together.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, it's like
the whole thing of.
It's like two brothers have like a little club that they're like hanging out in, and then vampires show up. So, and things go south, and they have to survive the night.
Survive the night.
So.
No, I did like the ending of Dust Till Dawn because I mean I just watched it. You've seen it. What was the first time you've seen it? Forever ago.
It's probably like 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to see all the tots.
Yeah.
Nice. Was that the one your dad was like?
No.
Okay.
He was like, son, you're old enough. It's fine. No, I'm gonna say I was like, well, it was around the same time that he was like, look, let's cut the shit. All right, you're teenage boy.
Great.
All right. It's like we're gonna go see a Jenna Jameson movie. You know who that is? You're gonna find out. So.
You will learn today, boy.
Yeah, he's a back in my day. I'll tell you what.
But I wasn't crazy about it. I thought it was good. Yeah, the camera just died, folks, so we just lost our video feed.
That's all right.
Seems to do that every week. But that camera is very old, though. It wasn't crazy. I kind of thought towards the end, I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
But it was still good. It was more funny, I guess, than anything. I just thought it was going to be a little bit more serious, but I did like when they like panned out and you got to see like the back of it.
Yeah,
and
it's like holy fuck.
And then there's well, obviously, yeah, you're deep into this because you've seen number 2 and number 3, and you're like, yeah, number 2.
No, number 2 is like, I mean, it's not as good, but like it's good.
Same characters though?
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean, I figured old boy died and
no one comes back.
Old girl just got out of there.
Well, like part 2 is like
the motorhome.
Part 2 is like it's like a bank robbery movie.
I read a little bit of the story, but not enough to remember it.
And then part 3 is like the one where it's like, yeah, if you're drunk, like you might have an alright time watching it. And that one kind of goes back to like the fucking club that they go to.
The first one, it goes back to the titty twister.
It does, but it's set in the Old West, so it's not actually like the titty twister yet. It's kind of like this like Mexico
it's just the tit
place. Yeah. Oh, that is one more like piece of trivia that I have memorized was in for like the TV ads for Dust Till Dawn. They changed the name when they show like the exterior of the place, like you see it from the front. It's like the Titty Twister. They like changed the name to the Kitty Twister, and they neoned out like the boobs. So like, yeah, it's the Kitty Twister.
Oh, you're gonna twist the kitty.
Yeah.
Looking at you there, very nice.
So, but no, Sinners was very good, and like the music in it is really fucking solid. We're
gonna have to give it a watch.
There's a music number in it that is like fucking crazy, and it like toes the line of being like kind of corny with what they do, but it's so like well done and choreographed.
Yeah, you can kind of give it a pass.
It's like I'll look past it. It's
nice.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So
sounds good. I need to watch a trailer or something for it. I haven't seen anything.
Okay.
It's kind of out of my.
Yeah.
I live under this rock.
And it's
get out of it very often.
It's directed by the guy that directed like Black Panther. So it's definitely like kind of like a black culture movie. And it's funny because whenever like the fucking like Irish like vampire guy shows up, he starts singing like old Celtic music.
Yes.
And I'm seeing this happen. I'm like,
bro, you gotta listen to that podcast.
I'm like, dude,
you're gonna laugh so hard.
Keep your fucking Irish in check. Don't start bobbing your head to this. Like, they're like, oh yeah, wow, yeah. So
I'm actually.
No, I don't.
I'm drunk. No, I'm not drunk.
Yeah, no,
I'm Canadian.
Canadian, actually.
Yeah.
Family came here in the 90s. So, what do you know about that?
Hey.
Yeah?
All right, well, I'm assuming that's all you got.
That's all I got.
All right, so with that, we're going to move on to, we're going to test you on some box office movie trivia from 2016 is the year we're doing. Now, I think we might have done some 2016 because some of these sounded familiar. And I was thinking about it, like, you were talking about running out of stuff for episodes, running out of movies. I'm going to run out of years because every time we do an episode, I use a year up. Instead of a Europe, it's a Europe. And if you want a euro, all right, I'm done. So yeah, these are from
Euro? As long as it's not from THK.
I think. Did you get me to try a euro at some time at Arby's? Didn't I get one with you?
Perhaps.
Maybe Lindsay talked me into it. It was all right. I wasn't crazy about it.
It's
the only one I've ever had. I need to go to a
Arby's
fair
euro.
maybe and try it. Yeah, it's probably better that way. Anyways, so this is movie trivia from 2016 from our friends at Box Office Mojo. That's where I'm getting these numbers from. I tried to do some movies that some of these we've seen, which it blew my mind. I was like, damn, all these movies came out in 2016 and I went and saw them in theaters with you.
Okay.
So, are you ready to get into it?
I'm ready.
All right, so the first matchup we have is The Revenant, released on Christmas by 20th Century Fox, going up against Jason Bourne. Now, I'm sure this was one of the series. This was released in July of 2016.
Okay. And then The Revenant was like Christmas of 2015, wasn't it?
Yeah, this says 2016.
Christmas 2016.
That's what it says.
Really? Okay. I'm gonna challenge you.
I mean, we can look at it because...
Gonna challenge you, boy.
Maybe I typed in the wrong year.
No, I remember we went and saw The Revenant and I fucking fell asleep. Sucked because like it was a good movie.
You missed it. You missed the ending, didn't you?
No, I saw the ending. I fell asleep around the time that he made it to that Indians
why didn't
camp.
I wake you up? Maybe I didn't know you were asleep.
You're probably just so enthralled by what was happening.
That fucking bear attack, though.
Oh yeah.
You saw that in theaters,
oh yeah,
right?
of course,
okay,
of course.
Yeah.
And then I saw like at the end whenever he like makes it to Tom Hardy and he cuts off his fingers and he's like, oh,
get in my dick.
I gotta switch my left. Okay, so worldwide or domestic?
Domestic.
Domestic. Oof. Okay, this is tough because I know, like, dude, the hype around The Revenant was fucking real. Like, people were like, yo, and like, it was a fucking great movie. Awesome. That part where he like rides the horse off the cliff.
Poor horse.
Then he has to like crawl inside the horse to survive.
Yeah.
Like, God, but so I remember like everyone being hyped to see The Revenant, and I remember it getting great reviews. It was by like a pretty like critically acclaimed director. Jason Bourne was like the fourth or fifth Bourne movie.
It's like,
but like the one that came out before had like a different guy as the lead. So this was like the return of Jason Bourne.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, so Matt Damon was back and that movie sucked. No one like really gave it a positive review. I saw it, wasn't impressed.
Why are they clapping?
But it is off an existing IP. But I'm gonna give it to The Revenant.
You are correct, sir.
Nice.
Now these were neck and neck. This was The Revenant was number 14 at 182,765. While Jason Bourne came in at number 15 at 162,434.
Okay.
So, congratulations to you. You've survived round one. Coming up next, this is another movie we've seen. Now, correct me if the year might be wrong. It might be 2017. But we got Sausage Party.
It was 16.
Okay. Coming out on August 12th. And then we got another movie coming out in the same month. This is August 26th, and it's called Don't Breathe by Screen Gems. Now, this is another close matchup. This is within 5 places of each other. Our last one was number 14 and number 15.
Okay.
This is within 4 of each other.
Within 4 million? Or no, positions.
4 positions, yeah, so they're very close. And they came out around the same time.
Yeah.
Sausage Party and Don't Breathe, that's
summer.
A little bit of a mix-up. You got a variety there, boy.
Damn. Okay. All right.
For me personally, it's like, which movie sucked worse?
Really? I thought Dude, okay, hold up.
Don't Breathe wasn't bad, but the ending ruined it for me.
Okay.
And it's like, this is too far. You're telling me this girl's been in the basement.
You were
whole time.
You were really fucking into Don't Breathe for like a good portion of it.
I mean, it wasn't bad. Okay, I shouldn't say that.
I remember you were
Sausage Party was fucking ass.
Ass cheeks. I remember like you and I were like.
But Don't Breathe was alright. The only the ending killed it for me.
Okay.
That was the thing with the little girl, in the basement and the cum thing.
Yeah.
The baster. That ruined it for me. But the part where they were in the house and it was like he like turned the lights off and he was like, level playing field.
Yeah.
It's like, I know where all the steps is at.
That'd be so shitty. Like, I'd be like, how do I not bump into anything?
I mean, I've fallen down in my house, multiple houses throughout my years of life, just because it's dark and you don't know.
Right. Okay, so what were the positions again?
Within 5 of each other.
What were the positions like their actual placement on like the thing?
Well, you didn't guess yet. I can't tell you that information.
No, sorry, what am I thinking?
I'm like, is he trying to psych me out? Because I almost cracked. I almost told you the answer.
I wasn't thinking. Okay, yeah.
Tell me the order.
No. Okay, I was thinking. What I meant was, I'm not asking you to say which one has the position. I'm asking, like, was it 12 and 17? Was it 17 and 15? Or, like...
It's number 29 and number 33.
29 and 33. Okay. I'm going to say, shot from the hip, Sausage Party.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but, like, I wish Don't Breathe did better because it is a better movie.
Yeah. Sausage Party did... It's probably cheaper to make Sausage Party, though. It's animated.
Yeah.
So I would say, that doesn't really go into this. Anyways,
no.
Sausage Party was 97,685,000, while Don't Breathe was only 89 million.
Yeah, Don't Breathe is like a little bit more niche, and like I don't know, Sausage Party.
I feel like a lot of people love a comedy, and it was just no.
You and I were like the target audience, and we're like, bro, this is just immature as fuck.
Yeah, I like pulling your wallet out of your pants and there being ass hair.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
But that was funnier.
That
100%.
It was like
Sausage Party was like trying too hard.
Yeah, it was like I don't know. It was like Masterminds had like 10-year-old humor, and Sausage Party had 13-year-old humor. You know what I mean? Where it's like just trying too hard to be like cool and edgy and all that. It's like, I want to see a dude eat a fucking spider and goo come out of it. Like, that's funny. That's better. I like him putting the fucking, like, cat contacts in.
Yeah.
Like, that was good. That was alright.
Maybe start my own business?
Yeah.
Alright, enough about that.
Grace my
We're
biscuits.
getting off topic here. Alright, so moving on next.
Is Masterminds on here?
No. Okay. I don't think it came out this year. But we got Office Christmas Party.
Fuck, yeah, we went saw it too.
December 9th, yeah, going up against Bad Moms. Now this is a huge
gap?
Not a huge gap, but it's probably the biggest one on here.
I do not remember Bad Moms at all. I mean, like, I've heard the name, but...
Yeah,
Is that a Tyler Perry movie by chance?
I don't think so.
Okay. Office Christmas Party?
No.
Okay.
Office Christmas Party was number 63, while Bad Moms was number 25.
Okay.
Which, Office Christmas Party, I'm surprised they didn't get more people too, because it came out in December 9th. Like, I feel like that's right around.
Yeah, it's a Christmas party.
So yeah, Office Christmas Party only had 49 million, while Bad Moms had 113 million.
Well, they wanted those bad mamas.
Yeah, I think that's why women were like, we're flocking.
Yeah, makes sense.
Alright, next matchup. So you're 2 for 3 right now.
Yeah, 2 for 3.
We got the Nice Guys coming out on May 20th, going up against the Hateful Eight, December 25th.
The Hateful Eight. Wait, what?
That's what I got.
It's December 25th of 2015 that came out. But it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, because I remember us going to see it in 2015, and I didn't have a license at the time.
Was it before the... Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't have an ID.
Yeah, no, I didn't. All right, well then...
Yeah.
You got some explaining to do, Box Office Mojo. I'm switching it up. Using a different website next episode.
Yeah, all I know is that the Nice Guys fucking bombed. and like it did not do well.
Okay, well, according to this, The Hateful Eight only made 40 million, putting it at number 73, while The Nice Guys made 36 million, putting it at number 79.
Okay.
So I think that speaks volumes.
Okay, but I was right. All right. Sick. So I've won this week.
You have won, but for the bonus question, for all the marbles, we got Ratchet and Clank going up against Green Room.
Oh. Ratchet and Clank.
Yes.
Okay. Just because it's based off an IP and it's like Green Room's original.
It made 8,821,000, while Green Room only made 3,220,000.
It only made $8 million?
Which is kind of a bust, but I feel like it came out way too late. Like the franchise isn't really relevant anymore.
Yeah. Even though I do feel like for every, well, maybe.
At least I don't think it's so, because they released like a remastered, but I didn't think it was anything different than the.
Was that what it was? Because I know that the PS4 got a Ratchet and Clank game, and I know the 5 got one.
Mm-hmm. No, I haven't played the one in the 5, obviously.
I hear it's really good, and that was a launch title, so it was like the first thing to kind of like push
it. If I get PS5, I might have to grab that.
Oh, dude, you totally could, because it's also like, I mean,
it's probably dirt cheap by now.
Exactly. Okay, all right. Look at me.
Look at you. I think you've won almost every week.
Yeah, I think there's only one.
I think there's one week that you
blew it. Yeah.
You blew it, Shane.
Fucked it all up. I fucked it all up, and I cheated.
Shane.
I cheated, and it did me wrong. Came back to bite me in the ass, and I'm pretty sure the week that I lost was, and the one I cheated on was 2015 when we were talking about the Hateful Eight. So watch Mojo, get your shit together. But part of me wonders, was it like
right on the edge of the year?
It might have been like, we're
in theaters,
we're
like
kind of limited here, and then like
that's what I'm wondering.
Like so.
We'll give them a pass this week, but maybe I will do something different next week.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do movie or music trivia with albums.
Okay.
Stick with the theme.
Yeah.
Of the cast that we are podding.
Oh, that was good though. You ready to wrap up?
Take us out, sir.
Well, everyone, this has been another episode of The Working Hour with Mike and Shane. Thank you for listening, and until next time.
Don't work too hard.